I was born in Barberton but grew up in Matsulu. It's a very small township just outside of Nelspruit, about 40 kilometers towards Malilan. What I loved the most about my education in the area was you appreciate having things when you have spent a lot of time not having them. This is me when I was a couple of months old. This is my mom at her 45th birthday. This is my dad and my little brother. My high school photos just remind me of the closed nature of the society that we lived in, That was all we knew. The sad thing about most South African townships, and my own included, is the fact that the idea of getting a tertiary education is a luxury, really. In my family, I was the first to go to university. It was quite an experience for everyone, the whole planning and having to leave and all of that stuff. I remember there was an ad on TV when I was in 9th grade when they were opening the Nelson Mandela Bridge. It was filmed at night with the bridge lit up and everything. And I was like, wow, to create something that simple that connects two parts of a city where people had to go around before. Just the symbolic nature of what that bridge stood for is what inspired me to start really considering civil engineering. In an engineering environment, the only people we think of as sponsors are the companies. Those were the people I was looking at when I was thinking of scholarship options. And then one day, in math class, comes in this lady here. And she talks about this Allan Foundation scholarship. A bursary is usually just someone pays and then they expect you to get through school and they'll see you on the other side. The foundation's idea was, no, we want to go on this journey with you. It is one catalytic process that fast tracks you finding out who you are. Because the environment in itself it ignites everything. It challenges you in ways that you never thought possible. So, we've got the movement of... I work for the Avenge Group, South Africa's largest listed infrastructure development firm. It has a construction arm called LTA, a mining arm called Avenge Mining, and large manufacturing businesses. Within Avenge LTA, the construction arm, I work in strategy and growth. Hub around there. So all the land on the other side of Marlborough. What's the most fascinating about this company is even though it employs, at the upside of 35,000 people, it's just the multitude of the projects and the diversity. We've been involved in the Gauteng freeway improvement projects. We do large-scale dams. We spend a lot of time in industrial plants like Sasol and all these places. We spend a lot of time in mines, sinking shafts, doing the mine infrastructure. We're building Medupi Power Station. If you look at what Medupi Power Station has done for the Ellis-Rust town, it was a town, very, very small town. The site alone has 18,000 people that are working on it. Just the nature of the fact that just one power station could do that for an entire town and surrounding areas gives you the nature of what construction can achieve. Because you build spaces and then people come and fill those spaces with economic activity. You get to understand an industry that you want to change before you try to change it. I get to play a central part in redefining, in small ways, but incrementally, the changes in the business model that need to come to align it to what I would like to see it do a bit more, around becoming more engaged in enterprise development, more engaged in localization of our procurement and our supply chains. This is one long road that some people have to track every single day. The thing that really gets me going is the lack of focus around how Africans are building their environments. My dream is to find ways to create self-sustaining environments that are economically stable, so they can support their own people and they've got the capacity to absorb the labor force that they're sitting within. This is Kwamhlanga Zone 2. They call it Buhlebesizwe, which is the beauty of the nations. It's where my extended family lives. That's why I come here to visit my sister, my little nephews and nieces. So most people work in Pretoria, and this place is about 60 kilometers away from Pretoria. Most people use buses. They're usually mostly out of here by 5 a.m. and they get back in around 8, 9-ish. So they hardly ever have time with their children. I like fair systems. I don't like things that are designed to have the extraordinary be successful and then ordinary people fail. So in my life, I've decided to focus on just creating environments where people can be happy, when they can have all the basic things, all the infrastructure they need to have a decent kind of lifestyle and to have work. That's kind of what drives me. If I could, when I am 40 or whatever, sit down and say I played a pivotal role in the creation of South Africa's first absolutely sustainable city, I will be very pleased with myself.